You know, a lot of people don't understand that money is simply an energy tool used to survive in your everyday life, to get by and to be able to afford the things that keep you happy, because that's how society is made. But a lot of people put so much energy into money that they even forgot what their worth is. They start to forget their own value, or they never really defined their own value. And they think being a good moral person is going to get them more money based on faith and hope. The way I see people nowadays in 2026 and the struggle of what people need to do and what they had to do, and so much bad things that are happening in order to obtain pieces of paper that doesn't really matter, that people would kill and do what they need to do to get that paper in order to live a life that they want. There's a good balance in knowing that that piece of paper comes with self-respect. That piece of paper that you're earning has to have respect. The energy needs to be respected. I know, based on the examples of why it needs to be respected, is, for example, if you're running a business and you set a price and that's what that price is, it must be respected. If people can't respect that and they try to manipulate and gaslight you into believing that you're not worth that price, then those people are not the type of people you want to share your energy with in order to take that money from them, because they're too stupid to understand that money is a energy transactional tool used to get by in everyday life. A lot of people believe that, like, oh man, your prices are too high, you only care about money, blah blah blah. No, I care about respect. I care about what my value is, and that needs to be respected. What I need from you is energy transaction. You want my work, you need to give me your energy. You need to give me your paper in order to receive the energy that I'm going to give you in transaction. There needs to be respect both ways. That's why it's very important to set your values from the get-go. Set your worth and know your worth based on what other people speak of you. Don't make up your own value without Don't make up your own value without evidence, without credibility of what people say around you. Because if you start... Fucking kids, man. When you start putting your value at a certain standard without credibility around you, then how do you know what your worth is? See, the problem is you need to start small, right? You work your way up. And most people are stepping stones. Most people in your life are going to be stepping stones to your success. Most people you're going to have to cut ties with in order to become successful. Most people don't realize that you're outgrowing them. You're doing more for yourself than what they're doing for themselves. That's why they can't afford you anymore, because your energy collection is bigger. Your energy bottle is expanding. You need to do bigger and better. There's no stagnant, right? Problem is, people stay stuck stagnant, and then they become greedy and they want it all for themselves. There are a lot of people in this world who can afford to help other people, but they won't. Why? Because they all want it for themselves and not for anybody else. And that's why it's very important to be respected by people around you, because you can't get that respect. Those people are not for you. It doesn't matter how much money they are, how much money they make, because money is simply an amplifier of their own character. Money is an amplifier of who you are. If you got money and you can't give to a person that knows their worth and value, then you're not to be respected. Simple, clean, simple as that. That's all I got to say for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you're having problems and trouble on your own worth and value and where your position in life is and why you think you're worth that price, then you need to ask yourself, why are you doing it in your first place? And if you're doing it because you love it, then you might as well find a balance into making a living out of it, so that you don't have to work your 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life or whatever you're doing. Because there's no reason in 2026 you should be able to do what you need to do to become successful. And in order to do that, you're gonna have to step on people's toes sometimes. And sometimes you gotta use other people for stepping stones, and that's okay, and that's part of growth. That's why 1% exists and 99% average people fail. Have a kick-ass day, guys.